iPhone tips and tricks, 20 hidden features that will transform your Apple smartphone. Apple's popular iPhone brand got even more features in 2018 with the launch of iOS 12, and here's some top tips and tricks that every user should know. It was another big year for the iPhone, with Apple launching a swathe of new devices and another huge iOS software update. The iPhone XR and XS were both launched earlier this year, with these phones adding extra speed, improved photography, and better battery life to the brand. And iOS 12 was also pushed out to millions of devices in September, with users seeing performance upgrades and a plethora of extra features arriving on their iPhones. So, if you own an iPhone, here's 20 brilliant tips and tricks to get even more out of these popular smartphones. Send a memoji. If you own one of the very latest iPhone X, XS, or XR devices, then there's a fun feature called memojis. These interactive characters can be created to look like anyone you want. With a vast library of facial features, hairstyle, and accessories, it's really easy to make a memoji, and once created they'll copy your expressions using the front-facing camera on the iPhone. These animations can then be sent as live videos or stickers to friends using the Messages app. To create a memoji, simply head to Messages and tap the Animoji icon. Then swipe left until you see the And button. Tap this and you'll get all the options to create your very own character. Check your screen time. Screen time will now send daily or weekly activity reports, which will show the total time spent in individual apps, usage across categories of apps, how many notifications are received, and how often iPhone or iPad are picked up. Limits can then be set which show users when they have been on their devices for too long. There's also a nice feature for parents which will help them control the length of time children spend on digital devices. Join a group FaceTime. Since it was first launched back in 2013, FaceTime has become hugely popular, with friends and family able to see and chat to each other via the iPhone and iPad's cameras. And now this way of keeping in touch is getting a brand new feature. Group FaceTime allows up to 32 people to join a video call at the same time. Stop getting emails at night. If you're fed up with your phone going off all night, there's a simple way to stop it. Apple's new iOS 12 includes better Do Not Disturb settings, which will stop any messages appearing on the display during certain times. The setting can be used to block all notifications at night or for a set time during the day. Speed up your old device. Those with older iPhones have often dreaded hitting the update button when a new iOS is released, but this year was be different. Apple fully understands that not everyone can splash out on a £1,000 iPhone, and is making sure that even devices as old as the 2013 iPhone 5s get a speed boost with iOS 12 installed. Make a very quick call. If you're ever in need to quickly redial the last number you called from your iPhone, there's a shortcut that will save you a few taps. Launch the Phone app, the green iOS app with the picture of the telephone handset. But instead of tapping on the Recents tab, with the picture of the clock face, just tap on the green call button in the main keypad screen. Find the hidden trackpad. iOS has always had a very reliable way to move your text cursor, holding down on the text until a small magnifying glass appears, which can be dragged to your desired spot. But with the introduction of 3D Touch, Apple has included an even better way to quickly select and navigate around a body of text. Press harder on the standard iOS keyboard and the individual keys will disappear and turn a shade of gray, transforming the surface into a digital trackpad. Sliding your thumb around the grayed out surface will move the cursor. Push harder again, and you can select text as the cursor moves. If you highlight the wrong word, just release the pressure slightly without lifting your finger from the display and then push harder again to deselect. Quickly zoom on any part of the screen. Buried in the Accessibility tab of the Settings app, Apple has included a setting that's disabled by default: peak zoom. This allows you to zoom into any screen in iOS by pressing hard on the screen. If you lessen the force on the display, the screen will zoom out. The zoom is controlled via the zoom controller, that appears when Zoom and Show controller is enabled. To begin using the option, navigate to Settings, General Accessibility, Zoom, and then switch on Zoom and Show controller. Best calculator trick. If you're anything like us, you probably hit the C key whenever you mistype a number within the iOS calculator app. Rather than resetting the entire sum, there is an easy way to delete the last number you entered. Simply swipe left or right on the calculator display panel to delete the last entered digit. Turn your iPhone into an instant spurt level. Want to know if that shelf you've just screwed to the wall is level? Forget clogging up your home screen with another annoying app. Just head to Apple's pre-installed Compass app and, once launched, swipe left to reveal the ultimate digital spurt level. Screenshot on iPhone X, XS, and XR. If you've upgraded to the stunning new iPhone X, XR, or XS, you might be baffled by how to take a screenshot. On previous iPhone models, this is done by pressing the power button and home button at the same time. However, with the latest iPhones getting rid of the home button, there's now a new way of snapping what's on your display. To take a screenshot on these devices, simply press the larger Siri button on the right of the phone and the volume up switch at the same time. Go to sleep with music. Here's a neat trick if you like to be sent to sleep with sounds. Simply go to the clock app and press timer. Next, tap the When Timer Ends button and select Stop Playing. Then set the timer for the desired time and start your tunes. When the clock hits 0, the music will stop. Super fast charging. Apple's latest iPhone models all allow for faster charging, but if you don't have one of these devices, there's still a way to charge things more quickly. Swipe up on your home screen to reveal the control center and tap on the airplane icon. This will put your phone in airplane mode and will also mean your phone charges to full around 5 minutes faster. Just make sure you remember to exit airplane mode when you're fully powered up. If you have a larger iPad charger, this will also make filling the phone even faster. It's worth remembering that Apple only recommends using official chargers, as unofficial versions can cause a fire risk. Faster messaging. If you want to bash out messages even faster, this is a handy tip. When adding a symbol or number to a text, simply press and hold the number key. Then, still pressing the screen, move your finger to the desired character. Release your finger and the keyboard will automatically return to letters so you can keep on typing. A handy feature when you are behind the wheel. With drivers now facing hefty penalties if they use their phones whilst driving, there's a new feature to help stop distracting you. Do Not Disturb while driving keeps notifications and texts from interrupting you when you might be behind the wheel, and sends a customized response to people you specify. To access and set this feature, go to Settings, Do Not Disturb. Hide your photos. If you've got some snaps that are for your eyes only, there's a simple way to hide them. Simply head to your Photos app, select the pictures you want to make disappear, tap Share, the small square icon with an up arrow, and select Hide. You can then find these photos in the hidden folder within your albums. Know who's calling without checking. If your iPhone is buried in your pocket, you can still know who's calling without checking the display. In Contacts, select a friend or family member and tap Edit. Then, where it says Ringtone, tap on the word Default. This will take you to a new set of options including vibration. Tap on this setting and choose how you want your iPhone to react when that contact calls you. Have fun with your photos. If you own a recent iPhone, you'll no doubt have enjoyed the Live Photos mode. This clever feature takes a small clip of video before and after a picture is taken. Along with making images come to life, there's a neat trick with live photos that adds some fun to your family snaps. Head to your images in the Photos app, find a live photo and simply swipe up to reveal effects like loop or bounce. Take a photo and video at the same time. If you are videoing an event but also want to take a picture, you can. The iPhone allows you to record and snap at the same time. All you need to do is press the shutter button, a white circle icon, which appears on the left hand of the screen next to the video button. Siri can get you a lift home. If you can't be bothered to tap on the Uber app, there is a simple way to hail a cab. Siri has full integration with Uber, and Apple's clever personal assistant can get you home with a simple voice command. Just say, "Siri, get me an Uber," or "Siri, take me home in an Uber X," and you'll be ordered a cab in a flash.